Hello, Mike. This is Michael here in Canada, and I'm assuming you're also here in Canada too. Welcome. um, I am dressed the way I am. This is probably the only time you'll ever see me in a tie. um, I went to a funeral today of a good friend of the family's, and got to meet up with some of the friends, you know, people I haven't seen in years and years and years, and that was fine and good. But I got thinking about what you were talking about in past posts, and also what you talk about here about the swine flu, or whatever type of flu they want to call it. Getting together in these large gatherings, this person was very popular, so the place where the body was being viewed actually had to open up side panels to the place and have a whole bunch of seating way in the back to hold all the people for the actual service that they held there, instead of having to move everybody into a chapel. With any sort of flu or anything that's communicable amongst people, it wouldn't take very long to wipe out an entire clan. All it would take would be getting one person sick at one of these gatherings of somebody who's ill. The worst case scenario would be the millions of people around a dead rock star, or the crowds of people around when JFK died. Everybody wanted to file past and see the body and all that. Any large gathering like that would be horrible right now if the swine flu is not being contained. I've been trying really hard to focus my efforts as far as being prepared for the future by trying to see what things I don't have to actually go to physical meetings for. I'm trying to limit my face-to-face operations during a time where the possibility of epidemic may happen. I'm not going outdoors with a face mask on yet. I don't think we're at that point yet. And I'm not totally cutting myself off, but I'm being careful. Excuse me. I'm being careful about where I go, and I'm trying to keep it as simple as that. Be aware that other people might be less healthy than you are. You might not see it now because they might be taking extra vitamins and whatnot. But if there's any serious disruption of goods and materials, one of the things that's not going to be around after a while is going to be extra vitamins and all that kind of stuff to supplement our poor diets. So ill health is going to be something that's going to affect a larger group of people in a downturn in any economy. And since this is going to be a worldwide phenomenon, just multiply it by a larger degree. So this is kind of like a perfect time for something like this to happen. Not good, but these things do happen. As I was talking with Dad today about the Spanish flu, and he was saying that it was very, very virulent, and it was mostly affecting virile younger people, not young children and not older adults. It seemed to be hitting all the middle people, teenagers and young people. And I think it said something about men were more affected than women. I'm not sure about that. anyway, I'm looking into what happened with the Spanish flu just to kind of prep myself for what could possibly happen. Because some sort of epidemic is due. It has been due for a few years now, and I think the CDC has been working overtime to try and prevent anything from happening. So when that happens, when you try and prevent nature from happening, kind of the culling of the herd, as I was talking with my dad about, when you interfere in that, you might actually end up with a much stronger bug that's going to wipe out a much larger group of people. Who knows? I don't know. And I was also trying to see why people were dying down in Mexico as opposed to the US and some in Canada here. They've just had mild symptoms, or some of them serious symptoms. Why is there a disparity? And I'm just assuming that it's because our healthcare system might be a little bit better than Mexico's. I have no clue. I don't know what it's like down there. There's one place I have not been in the world. I've been to, Cuba and Costa Rica and a couple of places like that, but I've not been to Mexico, so I have no direct proof to base any of this on. But poorer countries usually tend to have poorer healthcare. That's just a generalization, but it tends to be true most of the time. I think that's about it as far as swine flu. I did want to say that I have been going through Fever IM withdrawal. I think I speak for a lot of people on the internet who like to tune in to you as often as possible. We've been going through a little bit of withdrawal. So thanks for the time and effort that you do put into this. Thank you. Okay, have yourself a good day, and I gotta get back to work. Bye now.